7 Action News at 10 starts right now with a breaking news alert.
Breaking news, new video just released in the hunt for 2 women wanted in a deadly armed robbery at an auto parts store.
This all unfolding at the O'Reillys in the 16,000 block of Schaefer Highway.
The victim, a 70-year-old man and the manager of that store. He and another worker gave the suspects what they came for, but as they left the building, they shot him anyway. Action
News reporter Brianne Palmerini is at that O'Reilly's auto parts store tonight with a look at the surveillance footage. So sad, Brianne.
Glenda, just a very, very sad story here. This is the O'Reillys, and this is the spot the getaway car was parked in right up front. Police officers still here on the scene investigating. In fact, you can see detectives inside the store at this O'Reilly Auto Parts. The big thing officers want me to tell you tonight, that getaway vehicle, it is a maroon SUV type vehicle with a back window. The rear passenger side back window is broken with plastic covering it. Police want people to keep a lookout for that vehicle and the 2 women caught on surveillance camera. Here's a look at the surveillance images inside O'Reilly's Auto Parts on Schaefer on Detroit's west side. These are the 2 women entering the store. These are the suspects. The one in the maroon pants and the jean jacket is the accused shooter. The other is her accomplice. Police say they casually walked in, shopped around, then went behind the counter and demanded cash from the cashier. On their way out, the manager in his 70s came out to see what was going on, and police say the woman in the maroon pants shot him.
During the course of the robbery, as they're getting ready to flee, one of the suspects turned with the gun and fired 1 shot, striking our subject. He was taken to a local hospital, and unfortunately he's deceased at this time.
Police say they are desperate to find these 2 women, and they say this violence was simply uncalled for.
We understand he was a hard-working man, older man trying to make a living, and he's definitely a unnecessary victim. This is something that did not have to turn to violence. I mean, robbery's a crime in itself, but to escalate it to this point for obviously no reason that I could see is unexcusable.
Now, we saw the 2 women in the video. There's a 3rd person, at least a 3rd person, the getaway driver. We don't know who that person is tonight, but police want you to keep your eye out for that maroon SUV, possibly a Suburban, a Tahoe, the rear passenger window broken out with plastic covering it, possibly a cracked windshield. If you know who those women are in the video, if you see that SUV, call police right away. Live tonight on Detroit's west side, Brianne Palmerini, 7 Action News.
Brianne, thank you.
Well, we go to breaking news now. Several people shot at a Walmart in Denver. Police reporting that, quote, multiple parties are down inside the location in the town of Thornton. That's near Denver. That store has been evacuated right now, and 2 suspects are on the run. No word yet how many people were hit, but we'll, of course, bring you more information as soon as we get it.
At number 2, the suspect in the New York City terror attack is still in the hospital after being shot by police.
Authorities say he asked about displaying an ISIS flag in his hospital room.
29-year-old Sayfullah Saipov is facing terror charges from yesterday's truck attack in Manhattan that left 8 people dead and injured several others. According to the district attorney, law enforcement found thousands of ISIS images on his phone and at least 90 ISIS propaganda videos.
Police say Saipov used a rented truck to plow into people on that bike path. He crashed into a school bus before being shot in the stomach by an NYPD officer and taken into custody.
Now, after that deadly attack, the Council on American Islamic Relations is fearful of potential backlash against the Muslim community. CARE's executive director condemning the attack, but he's also urging Muslims in Metro Detroit to be extra cautious.
We've seen over the years, starting with 9/11, backlash against Sikhs who wear turbans as well as Muslim women wearing hijab.
President Trump quickly responded to the attack, tweeting that he's ordered Homeland Security to step up extreme vetting, then tweeting suggestions of ending the diversity visa program. It's a lottery that grants 50,000 visas a year to underrepresented countries, the same system the attacker used to enter the U.S. legally.
And new developments are continuing to come out of the New York terror investigation. You can find the latest information on our website, WXYZ.com, and of course, on our 7 Action News app. And coming in at number 3 tonight, a disturbing lawsuit filed against the Washtenaw Intermediate School District, and 4 individuals are alleged reports of abuse. 7 Action News reporter Alan Campbell has more on the lawsuit and the disturbing allegations. Alan.
Glenda, that lawsuit is 25 pages long. In it, it alleges there was years of abuse and neglect towards Rosa Smith while she attended High Point School in Ann Arbor.
Awful. Awful.
The images are hard to look at.
Abusing someone's kid, they should not be still dealing with kids.
A lawsuit recently filed against the Washtenaw Intermediate School District and 4 individuals alleges years of abuse and neglect towards Rosa Smith, who suffers from cerebral palsy.
I'm not understanding when we know things are happening, why do we even have to do this to get feedback?
The lawsuit alleges Rosa even had her mouth duct taped because she wouldn't be quiet.
It's very disturbing. I couldn't imagine being the parent of that child and seeing something like that.
The lawsuit names Rosa's former teacher, principal, and 2 former teacher aides.
She should be dismissed and should never be able to teach anyone else again.
Page 5 of the lawsuit alleges on May 19, 2004, Rosa suffered 3rd-degree burns to her leg when scalding hot coffee was spilled on her.
I probably would handle things on my own because that's just ridiculous. That's not professional. It's just outrageous.
Tonight, Washtenaw ISD releasing a statement saying in part, quote, "We take the health, safety, and education of all of our students very seriously. As to the subject of this lawsuit, the family did not report this or any other complaint to the district until nearly a year after it occurred." The statement goes on to say, quote, "When we were first informed of the family's concern, we immediately conducted a complete investigation and took appropriate remedial action."
You just wish that people had better hearts, or they just had better understanding of people with disabilities.
And the lawsuit is asking for damages and lawyer fees to be paid for by whatever a jury says is fair and reasonable. Reporting live tonight, I'm Alan Campbell, Action News.
All right, Alan, thank you for the live report. At